Here's a set of plans I had drawn by a church member who has some artistic talent. I just said, David, just kind of draw me some plans what you think would look cool in the children's building. And he doesn't have any expertise really in pulling this stuff off, but he has a great creative mind, and I kind of like some of the ideas he had. He called it the Grove, and he had the design calling for like rolling hills with different sized trees going throughout the building and increasing in size as we went up in age. He had the trees themselves being an MDF board mounted on the wall, and in the end we kind of decided that probably wasn't going to work based off the volume of traffic we have going through the narrow hallway. So we went ahead and we said no to implementing, but I did like some of the ideas that he came up in these drawings. Basic wall concept is here. It's just kind of lollipop looking trees in the preschool area. I like that. Okay, it's pretty simple, but keeps it from aging too bad. But it's kind of a little bit too simple. Maybe a little bit more, looking for a little bit more realistic look to the trees there. But again, I think it's a good start there. This is kind of his other hall. It's the hallway here that he thought that maybe looked like this eventually going down to the infant and the 2-year-old area. So I kind of like the way this one looks. It's not real busy. Probably won't make it look like the hallway's closing in on you. We can't deal with a lot of color, a lot of dark colors, because we would just get closed in a hurry. And in the grand scheme of things, I'm honestly looking at probably just doing some key areas now, because looking at the budget we're going to have to do this, I think we're probably going to have to be better off just picking focal walls in each area and doing a good job with them instead of doing floor to ceiling in every inch of the hallway. I don't think that's ever going to be in my budget, and don't think that's going to fly too good in those narrow hallways. But again, for some of the focal areas, I think some of these concepts here we could probably incorporate. As he got the kids older, he started putting roots and different branches and stuff on the trees, and I thought those again were pretty cool and pretty basic. Didn't look too cartoony. Kind of fit with the feel of the church here, and I thought that might have looked pretty good. So these plans are pretty cool. He did a pretty good job with them. He came up with an idea for the treehouse entrance. He had like either just doing a bunch of trees and then going into the treehouse, or having one big tree coming out into the hallway. But in the end, I don't have space to give up for 3D stuff. I got to have every inch available to move kids and move people without breaking anything. I'd like to have something outside the treehouse to designate it as a treehouse, but I don't need anything over the top. I just need something to give it some color and make the kids excited about going in that room. In the tree house, he called for it to kind of make it feel like you're inside the tree house looking out over the tops of the trees. I saw something like that on your website, so that may be pretty easy to do for a focal wall in there. But this is what his idea was, and it's basically the same thing I saw on your website, so we're probably talking the same language on this room. Here's another idea. I got an idea book I got from another company. This one kind of took the same type theme and gave us his version of it. This is where we got the logo from. We've been using on our doors. His idea for signage and stuff like that, but again, that's not top of my list right now. This was his idea for the nursery area, the 0 to 12 month olds, and man, is it busy. I think I would probably go crazy in this room. I think all the kids would cry as soon as they saw that. It's just a little too busy in the 6-foot hallways. We need to again focus on some focal walls and making it look nice and colorful at the same time, not make all the ADD kids cry at the same time. I like the idea of sticking the logo sign here once you come in the door, letting people know what building they're in. We have You Are Here signs now made with all the church stuff in it, and the Grove is one area on it. So once they open the door and they see the Grove logo, I think that would help them make sure, oh, I'm in the right building. Great, I can drop my kid off here, and they can see the room numbers from there. This artist really didn't listen to what I said about no cartooning. He went all cartooning. This is his kind of ideas for the new hallway that we just added on. It's not as busy as the other one, but again, I think that's too much for that hall. And we probably just need to pick a focal wall. We can work on that together and keep it pretty simple in there, but add a patch of color here and there. This is the west hallway. This is the one that runs, I think, through to the 4-year-old rooms. It's getting better. I kind of like the shape of these trees. A little simpler, yet detailed, more so than the lollipop trees. But again, some of the mural backgrounds and some of his stuff in here just kind of got a little bit too much for the size hallways we're talking here. We're not in a mega church that has a big new metal building with huge hallways in it. We have these hallways you saw in the video. I like this hallway here. This is the one that cuts into the tree house. Nice, you know, looking. It's cleaned up a lot. Not a whole lot of busyness. This is more a feel I'm kind of going for in the rest of the building. Thought he did a pretty good job with this hallway. So we could find again just a focal wall. Probably can't afford to do from floor to ceiling like this in a hallway, but find a wall in here that would look good, and we could make it look not out of place. That just make it look nice in one area. I think this type feel looks pretty good. And this was his idea for the treehouse room. He didn't really listen. It's not very multi-purpose. It has a stage, and that would really take up a lot of space. I've learned I have to have every inch of floor space I have to run Awana games in there, and VBS and different camps I run. I need all the floor space I can get, so I don't have really the space to give up for a stage. I'm going to say no on this, and probably just looking for one focal wall again in the treehouse room, and let that be it, and enjoy the space, let the kids have fun, and not worry about protecting anything in that room, because it just needs to be indestructible. Because dodgeball tournaments and Army, Navy, and tag, all kind of games happen in that room, and people hit the walls with force all the time in there. So that's the proposals I've been given so far. None of them have really hit a home run for me, but hoping you can, and help me pick up some spaces we can do some cool stuff in, and look forward to talking to you again.